line.
If you like a little rain with your beer, you're going to love drinking beer tonight.
Yeah.
Huh?
A little rain and a little wind. How about that? Just settle on in and enjoy, right? Oh, it's going to be nasty over the next couple of days. Let's go ahead and talk about the rain already moving in. We had a few breaks here and there across Portland, but more steady rain moving on in. And take a look at all the heavy stuff pushing in along the coast. 2 storm systems to get through, each one stronger than the previous one. The main one out of this is going to be the rain, dealing with that, and then of course coastal areas dealing with high winds tomorrow. Second one's going to bring in rain and potentially high winds for us here in the Willamette Valley. Out there right now, some spotty light rain getting a little bit heavier down toward Lake Oswego. As we go through the morning, we'll start to see this lull kind of move on in as we transition between fronts. We have this warm front kind of pushing in now. We'll get the big cold front, though it doesn't really cool us off much. That front pushes in tomorrow, but it's going to bring in very gusty winds up near 35 miles an hour. That'll be right around the lunch hour between then and about 2 p.m. and it is going to bring in some torrential rain with it. And then we'll start to see some of the shower activity taper off, but we could be looking at 3/4 of an inch, maybe more, across much of the valley as that front pushes on through again tomorrow afternoon. And it'll stay pretty breezy for us too, and then we get ready for the next system. So here's how it plays out. Watch closely tomorrow morning. Here's that break in some of the shower activity here. We'll have clouds around, maybe a little bit of spotty light rain, but going into the afternoon, that's when we're going to have this big band come on through, pushing into the valley. That's 2 p.m. tomorrow, so right around the lunch hour there. And it is going to get heavy. We'll have to watch for very wet conditions on the roads. Again, winds gusting to 35 miles an hour at that point, so gusty winds along with that. Once we get through 4 or 5 p.m., all that starts to head east. Shower starts to taper off for us, and we'll see some rain still lingering in the Cascades, but even that starts to taper off. Once we get through tomorrow evening, all eyes on this storm system and how it pans out. This is going to be rolling right on up the coast as we head through your Thursday, bringing in showers and bringing in wind. And at this point, forecast models are coming into better agreement that this could be a strong wind event for much of the Willamette Valley up into southwest Washington back to the coast. That is, if this low pressure system tracks this closely. There's still some uncertainty among the models as to how close this system is going to set up for us. If it backs off back farther to the west, then winds wouldn't be as strong. But take a look at what our RPM forecast model is showing we could potentially see for Thursday. And notice the times there on the bottom. And we're looking at gusts beyond 45 miles an hour, mainly maybe even topping 50 miles an hour as we go into the afternoon. So we're going to keep a very close eye on this. Once we start to see winds topping 50 miles an hour, that's when we're watching for the possibility of trees going down and those power outages. Remember that big storm we had at the end of October 25th? Well, this is looking like it could be a similar scenario. So we'll continue to keep you updated. We'll continue to keep you posted, but we'll take the storms one at a time. We got to get through tomorrow before we get through Thursdays. Your forecast for coastal areas tomorrow, high wind warning, 65-mile-an-hour winds, stronger winds than what you saw this morning. Temperatures in the upper 50s. For I-5, we're watching for heavy rain here, mid-50s, gusting to 35 miles an hour. Central and east, showers will increase through the day. Cascades, unfortunately, more rain for the ski areas, but I think we'll see better chances to get some snow starting Thursday into Friday. Tomorrow for Portland, 57, heavy showers mainly in the afternoon, tapering off through the night. Then watching for strong winds Thursday. Once we get through Thursday, things are looking so much better for us. It'll be a little wet on Friday, but the winds subside and then the weekend looks nice. We're back to the chilly stuff, which I'm a fan of. It's that time of the year. I like it to be cool. I agree.
Oh.
And then we finally see some of the rain and wind move out too.
Okay, but we're really going to focus on Thursday with potential for some damaging winds.
Windstorm. Yep.
Okay.
All eyes on it.
Thanks, Kristen.
Coming up on KOIN